Okay. All right, let's see. Well, let's wait here. Okay, ready. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Says. Okay. Alrighty. Says I'm live. Well, good evening, everybody. Oh, wait a minute. Welcome to Dawn, Hitchhiking Bones, Tina. There's this guy here, the turkey leg stir. I don't know why he's here. Let me find this banner here. There it goes. All right. So this is going to be a much shorter stream. I have a very important announcement to make, but because this is live, I'm going to chat a few minutes. I wanted to, oh, Chuck is listening. Hi, Chuck. And Mike, welcome in. Have you in my ear? Oh, I'm in your ear. I like being in people's ears. Let's see here. Oh, okay. So anyway, yeah. I hope everyone's Thursday has gone well. Work was okay today. They continue to have me on the front counter, which I don't mind because front counter is generally easier than, well, it's kind of easier than the drive-through. But anyway, it was a good day. Hi, Carol. Welcome in. So I'm going to give this a couple more minutes before I get to the heart of the subject tonight. This is not your normal Gobbletastically Yours. It's not Gobbletastically Yours tonight. I had the exciting pleasure to do something with my background. Yes, Tina, I'm not. One of the best things about being up on the front counter during this time of the year is I'm in all AC. And then when I go out to the dining room to, do the tables and the floor and everything, I get to enjoy the music that we have playing out there. So yeah, this background here, I just got it today. Mike, I know you're listening. I have this new backdrop hanging behind me, and it is a huge blown up version of a Kincaid piece of art, which I believe is called A New Day at Cinderella Castle, if I'm not correct. Cinderella Castle was in the name. So anyway, it's really pretty. It's got a blue sky with puffy white clouds. There's a little rainbow going over from the castle. There's beautiful trees. And it's just gorgeous. It's a little bigger than I thought it might be when I ordered it. I mean, it had I think I got this from off of Walmart.com. They had the measurements, and I was like, "Oh, that'll fit on my door." So, um, anyway, so to buy me another minute or so, last week I showed you guys the magic towels that I found at the Dollar Tree store, and last week I had them still in the little plastic, in the wrapping. So over the weekend, I put the magic towels in water and I made them bigger. So here is one. The Baby Yoda, also known as Grogu. Yes, it is definitely, it is Thomas Kincaid. It didn't say Thomas Kincaid on the heading on the website, but I definitely knew it was Kincaid, and I had to look up which painting it was because I knew I had seen it before. But anyway, this is one of the magic towels, or it's just a washcloth, really. And it's Grogu. Little Grogu. And then the next one, the second one. Actually, I've got a few more that I need to put in water. But anyway, there's Mickey. So, Mickey there. And I'm not 100% positive what the 28 means over here. But anyway, it says Mickey down there. And there's Mickey. Mickey Mouse. Aww. So, anyway, those are just to kind of introduce the stream. I'm not going too long tonight. And I'm going at a slightly different time. You might notice that I went live at 10:30 instead of 11. So to get to the real heart of why I'm actually streaming tonight, I almost didn't stream tonight because I thought I was really going to be too tired. Oh, is it 28 is the year that Mickey was? Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. Thank you, Tina and Stacy, for that. I didn't really remember that. Okay. And Dawn. Okay, thank you. So I didn't remember that. So thank you for reminding me. Or I guess maybe I don't know if I even knew that. So thank you for educating me. So anyway, I almost did not go live because I have been working a different schedule this week, and the new schedule is gonna be going for a few weeks, maybe longer, but at least a few more weeks. My manager asked me because they're having trouble with staffing. He wants to hire some more people, so he asked me if I could work another day, during the week. So I said yes, and so I'm working 4 days instead of 3, and which I'm not used to. Not too long ago, I was working only 2 days, and then a couple months ago, I actually added a 3rd day, so I haven't really been doing the 3 days for very long. Been doing 2 days since last, I want to say May-ish. It was during the kind of the lockdown period, and our business was really slow, so I had stayed at 2 days. But anyway, um, I thought I was gonna be tired, but there's been a development with this channel, and I wanted to not do a regular Gobbletastically Yours, although I kind of started with some of the fun chit chat today, just for, to sort of add some levity to the situation. Um, so to sort of go back a little bit on the history of Gobbletastically Yours and my creative journey, I I started in 2019 doing my podcast, The Dean Report, and during that time I was following. Um, I started following. Well, that was about the time I started following, the YouTube live streamers. I started with Resort TV One. I found Corey Meets World. After that, I found Jeff Dole Whip Dad. Soon after that, and then those are the 3 I remember the order in. After that, I just kept finding more channels. I found the Hitchhiking Bones. I think it was last year, probably about this time actually, kind of the late summer, early fall. Um, actually through Dole Whip Dad's streams. Um, but I was doing the podcasting, and I was getting involved in, you know, getting to following the creators and getting to know the creators. Um, so there was a small seed planting in my mind, like, okay, what would it be like if I actually did YouTube? And well, one of the channels that I found was the Lynn Project. All of you in here know, watching live in the chat, I know the Lynn Project. She goes on Thursday nights, and at least at the time period that I was following her, that she had started doing Thursday night, checking in with Lynn, or with the Lynn Project. She hadn't missed a week. Well, I was getting involved and enjoying every week a week, and then she started a group chat on Instagram, which is a lot of fun to be involved with. But then there was one Thursday night when Lynn put in the chat that she was not going to be going live. And so I got the bright idea. I wasn't doing YouTube at the time, but I was very active on Instagram. So within minutes, I had the bright and glorious idea, and I'm glad at the time that I did. I'm glad I did. I had that idea at the time to go live on Instagram at the same time spot. And so I started doing that. I did that night during that time. Then as time went on, I started doing it more a little later, like after Lynn's stream went over, I would go live on Instagram and chit chat. Then one night I started reading the bedtime stories. That was a huge hit. I kept doing that. Um, and then I finally, at one point, well, it was back in February, early February, I decided that my podcast would be taking a sabbatical. So I had intended for 2 months to take a sabbatical from the podcast. I was still doing Instagram lives. Um, I also, around the same time, I got possessed and I decided to change from the turkey legster to follow the happy, which is not a bad name, but it doesn't have the same magic and pizzazz that the turkey legster has. So, and I realized that a couple months later, and you all know I changed back and I saw the light again, um, or I smelled the legs again. Um, that sounded worse. I'm talking about turkey legs. Um, anyway, while I was follow the happy, one good thing came out of that period of time. I made the decision to actually start YouTube. So early, the first week of May, I began doing the Thursday night live stream. At the time, it was Follow the Happy Live. And then, of course, I went back to the Turkey Legster and I changed it to Gobbletastically Yours. So, anyway, to kind of make a longer story short, I've been doing YouTube since May. And at the beginning, I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed it very much. But as the couple of, the summer months have gone, and I did it more. And my podcast was still on sabbatical, by the way. I even had the whole Newsflash Disney thing. I started doing the Newsflash Disney um, live stream on Monday nights. That more recently, I stopped that and I was looking at different platforms. I actually kind of launched a podcast channel called Newsflash Disney, did a couple of episodes, but was quickly, um, very quickly realized that I don't know if, the whole really doing this constant, all the Disney news is really necessary, or that I'm really, not that it's necessary, but I don't know that I really want to do that much for like an indefinite period. So I just decided to pull the plug on that. That was like last week, I think, or earlier this week. Um, but so about the last couple of months, I was kind of questioning whether or not I should continue YouTube because I was also kind of not feeling it anymore. Not feeling really motivated to keep doing it. I think I think in May I had told myself, well, I'm going to do this for a year. Um, and then we'll see, we'll reevaluate in May, next May. But I really just felt like I wasn't really enjoying it. I enjoy it, to a point, and I've had a lot of fun on the streams and doing the streams. But so this week I have just kind of decided that I'm not gonna to go ahead and pull the curtains, or whatever the phrase is, while I'm still enjoying it, but while I'm, before I reach a point where, you know, the, the enjoyment level goes down. It's beginning to wane, is I guess what I'm trying to say, but there's still enjoyment there. It's just beginning to wane, and I don't want to force myself to keep doing this, any longer, kind of having realized that, I don't want to do this indefinitely. So, all that said, if you've been seeing the little banner on the bottom, I do want to thank you, everyone who is watching live, who is watching the replay. I want to thank my moderators, Dawn, Hitchhiking Bones, and Tina. I was just going to have 2 mods at the beginning, and then someone mentioned, I think Tina mentioned, you should consider Mike Wheeler as a mod, and so I only had to consider, quote unquote, consider Mike Wheeler for like 2 seconds, and I'm like, yep, we're in. And then, of course, not long after that, I added Stacy Rogers because she was being so yes, Mike, the actual act of making you a mod, I did make Mike Wheeler mod first, but the consideration process for mods was that I was considering Tina and Dawn primarily at the beginning. But anyway, it was within, days. So, but anyway, here we are. So there will be 2 more Gobbletastically Yours, the normal format. There'll be story times both nights. There'll be some fun chit chat. I might even bring back mixing up a drink. I'll go get some seltzer water. I'll get a juice. We'll have a drink on stream. That was something I did earlier on in the the show process. So I might do that, or I'll just get some other drink, bottled drink. Not my caffeinated drink. I've been known to drink caffeinated drinks on Thursday nights, and there may or may not have been a really exciting story time. So I've been seeing the chats here as I've been talking, and I'm going to scroll back up here to see. Okay, everyone was saying hi, hello. Don said, glad you found us, Dean. Yes, I'm glad I found you guys. And then I got to meet them in November. And again, I got to meet Don and Kylie in April, late April. Tina, I got to meet Tina and Chuck in Epcot, and we enjoyed, Tina and I enjoyed a turkey leg, and we each had a turkey leg, and we were listening to the Mexican band Mariachi Cobri, I think is the name, over there in the American Adventure. That was a ton of fun. Mike Wheeler, I got to meet Mike in November at Disney Springs. Awesome memory there. So the only mod I have not met is Stacy Rogers, and I look forward to that possible moment in the future, Stacy. So let's see what else. I'm seeing some turkey legs over here. Carol says, Dean, please do whatever feels right to you. We're here for you no matter what. Thank you, Carol. Don says, Dean, it's been our pleasure, sir. Thank you. Stacy Rogers with all the turkey legs. That's a lot of turkey legs right there. I don't know if I want to count them, but I like that. Yes, Dean talks fast when I'm caffeinated. Very fat. Don says, we remain at your service if you ever decide to relaunch your channel in the future. Mike Wheeler's bringing on much more turkey legs. A lot of turkey legs there. Awesome. So anyway, that brings us to what am I going to be doing after 2 weeks from tonight? Well, I brought back the Dean Report podcast. It came back from sabbatical finally a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was last week. So I'm going to be still doing the Dean Report podcast. I brought it back. It's going to as a bi-weekly podcast. It's going to remain bi-weekly through the end of the calendar year. In January, I will I'll either keep it bi-weekly or I'll decide at that point to make it weekly. So somebody asked earlier, what are we going to do about, Don asked, what will we do without our Thursday night bedtime stories? So another short story about the stories. I had started another podcast channel that I really haven't done a lot on. I started it probably sometime last year or the year. I'm not positive. I have to look that up. But I started a podcast channel for the sole purpose of putting these stories that I had recorded for my nephews. At the time, I wasn't really in the YouTube and podcasting world, and so I had recorded some stories, just the audio, and we had put those on CDs and given them to my nephews. And then when I was starting Dean Report, I remembered that we had those audio files on the computer. And so one day I just went on, I created a new podcast channel, and I put those story recordings up. And the podcast channel is called Stories with Dean, and it is available. There's a link on the my campsite link page, campsite.bio/theturkeylegster. And it's towards the bottom or at the bottom. It's called Stories with Dean. The link on there is for Spotify. You can listen to the podcast channel on Spotify, on Castbox, and on Google Podcasts. I didn't do a lot as far as putting it out to other platforms, but I'm going to start putting some more stories on that podcast channel. I had also added last Christmas, I added the Charlie Brown Christmas story. And so I'm going to be doing more stories coming up here starting in September, probably alternating weeks, the week that the Dean Report doesn't, go. Then I'll do something on stories with Dean. So I'll do some Disney. I have on order some more Charlie Brown books. I'm going to be doing the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown book, and also a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. There's a couple other Peanuts stories that I'll also be doing. I'll also be doing some Disney. Around Christmas, I actually have a Disney Christmas stories book on order that's coming in the next week or so. So around Christmas, there'll be some Disney Christmas stories. So definitely, I invite you to check out that podcast channel. But I'll also probably look at some other children's stories. I might also do some sample readings of longer stories. Like I thought about reading like the first chapter of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, or maybe of one of the junior novelizations of Star Wars. So I'm kind of considering those later on down the line. But anyway, so to help answer the question of what are you going to do for story time with Dean, um, that podcast will be available. I also might, even though I'm not live streaming, I might here and there, I might decide to record a video of me reading. Since I've got that kind of down pat, it won't be regular. I might just be around, around the holidays, might be a special thing, pretty random. But also, I would invite you to stay subscribed. I get the hint from the chats that I've been seeing that you guys are gonna, be staying tuned to the to drink every drop I have to drip from the anyway. Um, there still might be, there's still going to be shorts. I've had a few videos on my channel featuring the neighborhood rooster, George the Rooster. George will probably make several more appearances. I might even pop a random live stream. I probably wouldn't announce anything though, but most likely George usually comes around in the morning. So, he doesn't come around every morning. And so it's pretty sporadic, but George, I always like George's visits. It's good to have a rooster in the neighborhood. It's really good to have a rooster in their neighborhood. In fact, I'm going to adorn the chat. Forgive me while I look at my phone while I'm streaming, because I am going to adorn the chat with so many roosters. And the rooster emoji looks just like George, pretty much just like George. Almost exactly like George, actually. So, anyway, there you go, George. So, you're still really looking for George. Again, this won't be a regular schedule. George comes when he wants to. I don't think I'm the only person that puts food out for him. Yes, I put food out for him. And that's why he comes back, I guess. You put food out. And they come. So anyway, that's really all I had to say. YouTube has been a fun experiment, is what I'm calling. I haven't called it that all along, but that's kind of what it was kind of going to be. And once again, I thought it was going to, I might go longer before I reevaluate, but um, I'm going to call it quits while, before it becomes something that I hate. Um, Not just something that I think I'm not excited to do too much more. So anyway, so with that, I am going to go ahead and, oh, welcome in Space Mountain Dave. Welcome in. Good to see you. Um, so I have been, yes, Stacy, I can always do pop-up streams from time to time. So keep a little mental, put a mental sticky note in your mind for the Thursdays before Thanksgiving and the Thursday before Christmas. Those 2 Thursdays, I might possibly plan to do a special, like a Gobbletastically Yours reunion stream, or a special, you know, pop-up stream. So Jack Twaddle, welcome in. Hi, how are you? So anyway, that's really why I went live tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, because I do work tomorrow. And then I'm off the weekend. Saturday and Sunday, I will be off. So, and after 2 days in a row, I'm really not that terrible. Um, so, oh, thank you, Stacy. Yes. I got this off Walmart. It is a Thomas Kincaid image called A New Day at Cinderella Castle. I'm about 99% sure that's what the name of it is. A New Day at Cinderella Castle. And it's really awesome. It's, yeah. So, yeah. So thank you everybody for coming in tonight. I think I went a little longer than I thought I might, but it's been kind of fun sort of doing what I needed to announce, and what, kind of working in a little Gobbletastically Yours fun kind of woven inward in there. I'm still going to be in of the other YouTube channel chats. If you've seen me in any YouTube channels, I'm not going to be, there's a few channels that 2 of the channels are in the chat that I have been given the amazing privilege and honor of becoming moderators for, which I appreciate a lot. I'm still going to keep doing that. But you'll still see me in chats. So that said, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night and end the stream here. I will see you next week for Gobbletastically Yours Potentially, I will be live at 10:30 again. Miss Lynn at the Lynn Project is on a current break, so if she's continues to be over the next 2 weeks, look for the stream to start at 10:30 instead of the 11 o'clock. That'll just help me on my work schedule so that I'm not up so late, and so I can get to bed, and still have a fun stream. Um, so, Hitchhiking Bones. Oh, Tina says it was fun, Dean. I always enjoy your streams. Yes, Tina. Thank you so much. And Dawn says, thank you for your time bringing us a weekly live stream and other videos. We look forward to any content you choose to post in the future. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Mike Wheeler with, I'm not sure how many turkey legs that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Is that 17 across there? Times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 2. That's a lot of turkey legs. Thank you, Mike, for putting all that in there. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, Carol. Oh, that's 83. Thank you, Carol. The maths was being a little difficult there. And big hugs right back to you, Dawn, from the Sunshine State, with all of our heat and humidity. Actually, let's skip the heat and humidity. Big hugs right back to you, and to everyone else. Thank you, Jack, for being here. Thank you, everyone. Dawn, Carol, Tina, Elena, aloha. Yes, thank you so much. Stay subscribed. You'll get little videos. You'll get a shorts here, little George shorts and George longer videos. And I might return to probably going to go back to the butterfly gardens that are nearby that I have a pass to that I've shown several times. I might do some little short videos from there. From time to time, there might be some Disney Springs here and there. But definitely, I appreciate everyone for your support and supporting my journey. And definitely, you're welcome to check me out via my podcast, The Dean Report, as well as my other podcast, Stories with Dean. I'm going to be adding to that podcast channel as well. And so with that, have a gobbletastic evening. Have a great Friday tomorrow, and then have a great weekend. Thank you, Stacy, for all those turkey legs. And Mike Wheeler says, we love you, Dean. We'll be here for your return. So definitely keep those. Oh, Stacy Rogers is distracting me with a fun fact. Thank you, Stacy. 200 characters or 100 emojis per message. Oh, I didn't know that. So one emoji is worth 2 characters. Huh. Okay. So anyway, with that, I'm going to Antina, turkey legs, thank you, and the hearts from Dawn. So thank you, everyone, again, and have a great night. Richard, hello and good evening. I'm just wrapping up here. So have a gobbletastic evening, everyone. Take care. I'll see you next Thursday. And then I'll see you the next Thursday. And then, yes. So have a great night, everyone, and have a gobbletastic night. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of this channel, and